Well, I did it again.
Yeah. I forgive you. Mm-hmm. No, what are you talking about?
Well, last week I mentioned I kind of sometimes like talk like I'm talking to Thomas. And,
to strangers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that last week.
Yeah.
In an ad read. So don't skip the ads because we tell funny stories in the ads.
Yeah. And we have Clear, not to brag.
Flex.
But with pre-check. But they scan your eyes.
At the airport.
At the airport. And they either scan your eyes or do your fingerprints. And she said eyes or fingerprints. And I said eyes.
Eyes?
Eyes up here, eyes on me.
We've been working on learning where our eyes and nose and mouth and ears are. And so I say eyes, and I said it just like that.
Eyes.
Retinas. Retinas.
Mom life's tough, man. You're gonna have some.
I'm immediately like, oh.
I bet that's gonna happen all the time, out and about, just being like, "Did you do a poo poo?" She also is teaching him eyes, and she only practices eyes on Dad. She's like, point to Dad's eyes, and I have a baby just like gouging my eyes out.
Here they are. Do you know what gate you're in? C4.
Yeah.
What?
Yep, with my eyes.
So hopefully that stops, but it probably will only get worse.
That's embarrassing for you.
I hope that never happens to me.
We are back with another episode of Correct Opinions. Got a good one today. We got a lot of content to react to, a lot of stories to catch up on. We've been away, missed you guys. I was in Texas, and we went to Texas and Macon, Georgia. So we ran into some of the people in Derek's Facebook groups for sure. Those jokes never get old, do they? We have a great episode for you guys and a bunch of Shelter Kid submissions at the end because the series went so well. We have a bunch of funny emails. Email us, correcttraining.com. It's going to be a good episode. Sit back, relax, roll music. Let's do it. Correct opinions. Correct opinions. You ever maybe it's maybe a family reunion or something, and you're talking to someone and you can tell they're not listening, and it's very annoying.
What?
And yeah, exactly. And that should never happen with your doctor.
They should listen and not be a part of your family.
And not judge you and not be a part of your family, maybe.
That's also true.
And ZocDoc is a place where you can go to find a book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and actually listen to you. So let's do an impression. You're a patient, and I'm one of these typical doctors.
Something ain't right with my knee. I tell you.
What?
Something ain't right with something is not right.
I gotta go. Dude, I only work half days. Now I'm a ZocDoc doctor. Go ahead.
Something ain't right with my knee.
Well, let's check it out. Sit down, young man, and let's do a physical while we're here, free of charge.
Thank you.
That's a joke.
That's what I wanted.
That's a joke. But ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. I've used ZocDoc because finding doctors is so annoying.
It's so annoying.
And it's finally a solution. Go to ZocDoc.com/correct and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. Read the rest, Katie.
That's
what is it?
How do you spell it?
ZocDoc.com/correct. ZocDoc.com/correct.
Whew.
You've heard Katie call me Iced Tea, right?
And I've always wondered why.
Mm-hmm.
That's our little pet name.
Yep.
I call her Special K.
Yep.
That's
Food
cute.
and beverage based
String
ones.
bean.
That's cute.
And recently I said, you know what? Because she loves iced tea. And I said, I got this one for you, Liquid Death. She's like, what? Liquid Death? What is it called that for? Well, because Liquid Death is a healthy beverage brand that will brutally murder your thirst, and their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to single-use plastic bottles. Special K.
And they donated a portion of profits from every can to help kill death, plastic pollution.
Mm-hmm.
It's cohesive.
Okay,
We all love.
I see.
Yes. So.
Iced tea.
Iced
Thank
tea.
you.
Oh,
Yep.
iced tea now.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
You can get free shipping to Liquid Death's Mountain Water flavored sparkly and an iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trey. Check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. Support the show. Visit liquiddeath.com/Trey. Hammer it in the URL, liquiddeath.com/Trey. Drink up.
Oh, iced tea. Speaking of Clear, real quick, I bought a 1-year membership when the tour started, and it's running out. They sent me an email. Oh, you're almost done with it. So I was like, let me go in, and the tour is almost over. It's like, I can go without Clear the last couple tour stops. I go to cancel my membership. And it's just classic. Are you sure, bud? We're going to miss you. How come? I'm just clicking cancel. And I get to the end. They're like, what if we gave you 2 free months? And I was like, the equivalent of really? And clicking around. And it was legit. So then they're like, all right, don't cancel. We'll give you 2 free months. And the tour lasts like basically 2 more months. I was like, what a life hack.
Suckers.
So
I'm a
everybody,
traveling comedian only for 2 more months.
yeah, it really worked out. And so I think when those 2 months are up, I threaten to cancel again. And then they say, what about 2 more months? And so I'll have clear the rest of my life and never have to pay for it. So
You just got to keep threatening.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
We had a,
It's very at the airport.
Yeah, they what?
It's good to make threats at the airport.
Yeah.
You have a lot of negotiating power at the airport.
Yeah, while you're there, it's like, well, sure, we'll give you. I demand free. It's so satisfying when the clear is worth it. It was popping at the airport.
It was,
and we like TSA was popping. Even clear without TSA was popping. So
Yeah.
clear
Oh, yeah.
TSA was the place to be,
It's
and
the
we were
only spot.
like, boom.
It is nice.
Clear with TSA pre-check, just to clarify, because you always think it's bad when I call it just TSA.
Oh,
It's
yep,
not
I have
just
TSA.
TSA.
Like you have the program.
Pre-check.
It's a syndrome. It's a totally different. We used to say pre-TSA.
I did
Which was
say pre-TSA
crazy, just
at
made
one
up.
I have
point.
postpartum TSA. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Eyes.
Guys.
That's funny. Yeah, the clear is nice. Speaking of negotiating at the airport, the day that we had all that crazy happenings, you booked a separate flight. You fly separate than me and Isaac. A lot of delays happening in Kansas City. I'm standing in line behind a woman who tries to negotiate at the airport. If you guys know how Southwest works, there's no assigned seats. You get like a line number. Like, all right, you're this spot in line, and then find your seat. This lady wasn't too familiar with it, and so she's like, we can offer you and your husband to rebook on this flight on Southwest. And she tries to negotiate. She's like, all right, you know what? I'll take the flight, but only if me and my husband get to sit next to each other. And he's like, ma'am, Southwest is open seating.
Ma'am.
She's like, I will take the flight then.
Yes.
Thank you. Dang it.
Deal.
We also heard someone at the airport say this. They were a little older. Say, we're here too early to check our bags.
Yes. Perfect, dude.
How early is that?
You're like doing the kiosk thing, and I'm
Is it
always like
24 hours?
It's like the 45-minute rule. If you don't check within,
That's what I'm always worried
Yeah,
about.
I'm like, I gotta get. And sweet old lady, I heard her walk back to her husband. We're too early. It won't let us check. And I'm just like, what are they gonna
How
do?
early
Sit on
do
the
you have
curb?
to be?
Yeah, is your flight tomorrow?
I don't know. But I love it, man. Prepared.
That's great. I was actually looking into these rules because Rachel and I have like an 8-hour layover in LaGuardia. So trying to figure out what to do. Like, do we go to Manhattan? We have all of our bags. Like, when could we check our bags and then leave? And so what I need to do instead of Googling is just call a really old person. Like, hey, what are the rules? I'm sure you've encountered this.
Yeah,
Dude, leaving the airport and coming back is annoying, but 8 hours?
You got to do something.
Yeah.
You can't just stay there.
At LaGuardia.
Yeah.
Okay. Queens.
Good.
Just walk around Queens.
Astoria. Go get lunch. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do. There was a Reddit thread that recommended people not leave the airport. I'm like, oh, I don't know. New York's crazy. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, it'll be too late. Never mind.
I have had an 8-hour layover in New York, maybe at LaGuardia. I was in college though, so who knows? I stayed in the airport.
You
but
stayed?
Did you really?
I don't know. Who knows what I did, honestly. I wasn't even with. It was when I was flying to go study abroad. I think I knew a couple people on my flight, but we didn't really like hang out during the layover.
Trey had a lot of luggage too, which I think LaGuardia doesn't have a luggage locker or anything. So wherever we go, we're taking it with us, which is
They
a
won't
bummer.
transfer it for
Wait,
you?
what?
Two different airlines.
Oh, that's a whole other debacle.
I'm
there.
doing,
Okay.
I saved like $25, so it was worth it.
Definitely worth
How'd you?
it.
Did you find some kind of website, or you just hacked it yourself?
Just my own brain, spent way too much time one night. Because, yeah, trying to get to international travel, there's a lot of ways to do it. It's not just like, I need to go to Atlanta this weekend. You got about 4 different options how to get there. Going to Portugal and back and the weird island we're going to, there's 1,000 options. So
I was very proud at our original wedding that was canceled due to COVID. It's like we're going to St. Lucia. And so
Nice.
you're looking flights to St. Lucia. The only options are like 5 a.m. And I was like, everyone's been to a wedding where the bride and groom, they're like, yeah, did you hear? Their flight's at 5. So, and you're just like, why would you do that to yourself?
Yep.
You don't have to go the next day.
Yep.
And I felt very proud. I found a flight to Miami, pretty cheap, Southwest, to get
Overnight.
just that afternoon, get a quick little easy hotel in Miami.
Yeah.
Enjoy Miami for one
Yeah.
night also. And then a nice direct flight.
That's
at
nice.
8 a.m. the next day. I was proud of that, but we never went.
We
We
never used
we
that.
went later. And me and her just blew up a toilet for several days.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. It was real.
It was thankfully, more like 8 months into our marriage. So
That's actually a crazy.
that was really helpful. It wasn't like first night of being married and we're just like sharing an open air toilet. As
We were obviously
dying.
tight and it would have been fine, but that did help that we had lived together and had been married for 8 months before the.
That is nice. Because I think St.
poop gate.
Lucia, was it?
Poof gate.
Yeah, St. Lucia is Caribbean for liquid something, isn't it? It translates
Saint
to liquid sin or something like that.
Liquid sin.
Yeah, Saint
That
It
is-
was
Yeah.
sinful what was coming out. That's crazy, yeah.
I tried to do the same thing. It's like, I want to find a good price, but let's not kill ourselves to get on this vacation and back. But on the way back, there's just no good options. So we are seeing Taylor Swift Friday, May 24th in Lisbon, Portugal. Who knows how long this concert's going to go on for. And we are flying home at like 5 or 6 a.m. the next morning.
Oh.
So at a certain point, it's like, let's just enjoy Lisbon. Let's just not even
Right.
go to bed. We'll sleep on the whole flight on the way back. It's going to be awesome.
There you go.
Because you and her, you can sleep on a plane. You're not worried about
Yes.
it?
Yeah, we do all right. We do good.
Dude, that's going to save. So even if, let's say you had $1 billion. Okay. And they're like,
A babillion?
$1 billion.
Eyes.
Wow.
$1 billion.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
So,
Okay.
and you're booking a flight back overseas, lay flat seats. Well, I guess you're not $1 billion. Let's do
A million?
$1 million.
Okay.
Would you ever pay so much more for the lay flats? Or in your head, you're like, I sleep fine in a chair. I don't need that.
That is a good question because, yeah, it's like I don't need it. It would have to be, I think, a special trip. Like I'm going to do this one time. Normally, that ticket costs $20,000. For whatever reason, it's only $5,000.
Okay.
I think I would still be looking for a deal. But if I was a millionaire, yeah, once or twice maybe.
Mm-hmm. That's what's crazy. My ability to not be able to sleep is gonna cost me
Cost
some
us
money.
a lot of money, yeah.
It did, and I would never do it if it got outlandish. But we did it. We did it once on the way back from Italy or the way there. I think what I was still trying to say. I think on the way back is like it's all day, so it's
Yeah.
not overnight. I'm like I don't
Gotcha.
this doesn't bother me as much. The way there is like red eye,
Yeah.
and I was just like this. I am gonna have to spend because I can't do it. And I'll
Yeah.
even throw out like you could kind of sleep light. Should we split and like change it? She's like,
Should we take shifts?
book me up there.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
we're
like,
in
what, you're
or
gonna book
we're
your-
out.
you're
We're in
gonna
or we're out.
book yourself
Like
up
I'm not
there
a
and
billionaire. but we made it.
Take some sleeping medicine.
St.
then.
Lucia was nice because it is a nice and direct, easy flight. But once we got there, it was on honeymoon. Everyone's always like, "What?" Or every best man ever like, "I'm gonna keep it short,
Just
like him tonight."
Yeah.
People like honeymoon date. Did you? How long could it even last? A few seconds? I'm like, it came out quicker than that even.
Yeah, people are probably joking around like, "Oh, I bet you didn't sleep at all." Like I didn't. I was on the
didn't.
toilet the whole
I
time.
didn't at all.
Yeah, you guys both got, was it food poisoning
you?
from
Yeah.
the buffet or whatever?
Probably, yeah. Something got me
He
good.
really had it. Mine was like a 12-hour stint. His was like an 8-day stint.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
you were going in the ocean at one point, right? You just couldn't even, the
Anywhere-
toilet couldn't
yeah,
handle it.
Exactly. I was. They get
It's making me a
mad.
little nauseous, honestly.
Yeah, they talk about the red tide. They don't talk about the brown tide. What
kidding.
time of year is it?
All right.
They're like,
Sorry,
don't step on the
Second
coral. It
poop.
kills it. I'm like, I got bad news,
we
brother.
need to chill it on the poop conversation.
Yeah, you're right. We do. It's just.
Let's talk blood.
Let's talk blood. Thomas. I mean, yeah, we get enough of it with Thomas.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is
how-
one thing, not to talk about it more. I won't talk about it. But as right now, I'm not a dad. I'm not exposed to poop ever. I
You get
mean,
used to it real quick.
Yeah.
And you become okay with. I mean, we held one of our nephews who's like 5 months old, and as they do at that age, puke everywhere constantly, just yacked all over me, and I just had a smile on my face, like no worries. I mean, if I'm not a dad yet, I might have thrown him. Like, what's wrong with him? What are you feeding it?
Trey said, it's been a while.
Yeah, I was just like, this feels right. Can't wait to do it again.
you guys stop wearing like nice clothes if you know a baby's going to be around. No, you're going to be holding one.
That's
Yeah,
what's
you
tough
should,
too, is
yeah.
your outfits don't even matter anymore.
Yeah.
Nothing matters. Your life gets way better though.
You, like, I know.
No, it really does.
Like you hold the baby and you have like a little bib over you.
Mm-hmm.
Have they created like, obviously they have maternity clothes, but do they have post birth clothes? Like something that are like a rag is built in or something like that.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
Kind of like how some of the women have a built-in pad into the panties.
Yes.
Right?
Like a built-in pad for like the puke zone
Why
or
don't they
something.
do that?
Or like certain like suits or jackets might have like an elbow, like kind of like
And
sewn
it's
on.
almost like and you have layers to it. You're
Yeah,
like,
you rip it
oh,
off. It's
I was gonna say,
disposable.
that's the point.
And it's
is
kind of
that-
a vibe.
Because that would be annoying to have to change your shirt every time they puke.
Right. So you can have layers.
I think it's like a 20 ply. You can't really wash the shirt, but you put it on whenever you're holding the baby. Oh, puke.
Right. Because those undies for ladies, do they change it immediately? Or do they kind of.
I don't know. I have honestly
You ain't
never
rocking
used
those?
them. Yeah.
What are the point of those? So they're just environmentally friendly?
Yeah.
Or they're
I
just
think so.
nonillionaires?
I am honestly not
They got
sure.
nothing. Is it a cheap thing or a
It could be a comfort thing. It could be an
Interesting.
environmental thing. It could be
break it down for us?
a leakage issue.
Okay.
See,
Okay, we're fair
then
now.
You ask,
Yeah.
and, you ask and then you don't like the answers.
Yeah, I knew you didn't want to hear
Leakage.
that, but
Huh. All right.
I love the human body. It's really a beautiful thing.
enough on poop, throw up,
It's a
and
miracle.
blood. Let's move on.
What else is there? I've got who doesn't like music? Oh, no one's hand is up. We all love music. I've got a couple songs for us to listen to. I found them on
Yeah.
Instagram. This first one. Look, I've never written songs. I don't know how I'd be as a songwriter, but sometimes songs are too metaphorical. What are they talking about?
I would like to correct you. I do feel like you and Trey have written some songs off, like on stage.
That's true. We
Live.
wrote one every night.
Yeah.
If you count that as songwriting.
Well, thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
crew
just
neck.
wanna count, I didn't want you to count yourself short.
Thank you.
I have a lot of songwriting credits.
Yeah.
And count yourself short is the expression.
She was thinking about our socks. They are shorter than most other socks.
Or I was saying, like,
yourself.
count yourself short. Like, are you short?
Wow.
Don't count yourself, comma, capital S short. That's
What's
your
the
nickname.
now? I don't
now.
even know what the
What
expression
is it? Is it not that?
Don't
Sell yourself
sell yourself short.
Or count yourself out.
I remember my first rodeo.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, go ahead with your story.
Sometimes songs can be too metaphorical. I like the ones that really let you know exactly how it happened. Derek, you want to play this first song with the young man?
We were high school sweethearts. Say you couldn't stay cause you had to move away, so we tried long distance.
I'm following.
But one day you texted me to say that you wanna break up. I asked why, and you said to me that you found another guy. We were
So that's just a taste.
That's
You like it?
really, yeah. I was following. I'm ready to learn more.
That's all he posted on Instagram. I want to know more, but I really
Beautiful.
like how
little
it
teaser.
didn't rhyme and it was just chronologically what happened. Why are more songs like this?
The story.
The comment says, bro left nothing to the imagination. Yeah, it's just like, what does it mean? What is he? So many
Liked
hidden
her,
messages.
so I asked her out, and then she said yes. So we went on a date, and
Spaghetti, meatballs.
she's a pescatarian. So she got the salmon. Then I asked her to come back to my place. She said, maybe not this soon. I said, okay.
Next morning, I texted her. She texted back. I don't remember what I said. No worries. Your turn.
Katie?
A little rusty over there.
That's me.
And then I Snapchatted her a cute selfie, and she Snapchatted me a selfie back. I said, girl, how's your day going? She said,
Pretty good, but it'd be better without you.
Oh,
because she found another man.
there it is. Bring it back. So, yeah, shout out to Kevin. Posted this a few days ago. Hope your music career takes off. This went
Could be
viral.
its own genre. Just
Just
Literal
storytelling.
explaining,
Yeah, just
explaining genre.
in order. No one likes a movie where Christopher Nolan. We're going ahead of time, back at time, fourth dimension.
True.
Just tell me in order what happened. Music could learn something from that. And then one other song, Derek, you want to kick on the lady. This one's great. I really just want to take you through the comments of this one, but let's still appreciate the song for what it is.
you off the street and get you
What does that mean? That was too much explaining. She's going to drown a man from the city?
I think he will be on his knees praying while she drowns him in the creek. I
met a boy in the city. I'm going to take him out into a creek and get him so beaten down on his knees that he'll believe in the power of prayer. Play it again. She says she's going to tie him
The
up.
caption, by the way, says, "Dear City Boys." And then it starts off, "I need to get you off the street."
Get you off the street and get you on these back roads, get you on your knees, show you what to pray for, make you a little more rough, a little gritty. We gotta take the bull right out of the city, get you in the creek.
If you think of it, if you imagine it being a threat, it's really easy to believe that she has a gun to his head. Get out of the streets, get on your knees. I'll show you what to pray for, and get you in the creek, brother.
Yeah. Get you on your knees is so. What does that mean?
Get you on your knees, show you what to pray for is so mean. It's so threatening.
So violent.
It's also a lot of
Dear City
innuendo.
Boys.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think. Derek? Can you find us a country tune?
Yeah.
I think we could. I kind of like where she's going because these country girls. They think these city boys have a shot with these pretty country girls. Not at all. That's what I mean. Katie's a good old down back roads Georgia girl, and she had to find a real manly man. Knows how to dispose of a body.
Yes, that is. When I met you, I was like, he can shoot guns and kill someone in a creek.
He'll be fine in the creek.
Thank you.
Derek, while you're pulling that up, the comments are amazing. So here's just some of them. They're just all giving her new names. Kelly Creekson. Treyonce. Because did you see her? I mean, she's in a creek.
She's a backwoods girl.
My favorite is Avril Ravine. I really like that one. Christina Alligator. Lady Maga. If Kid Rock and a can of dip had a baby.
You gotta make...
Oh, there you go. Do a dippa.
Do a dippa.
I just made that one up. Why you gotta go and make things so swamplicated? Faith Pill. They're really good. And then someone else just said, "This gave me AIDS." So not as clever.
Cardi Capital Murder.
Siggy Azalea. So love the comments. Oh, Taylor Swift is great.
Okay, Derek, he's found a little country tune. Let's. I'm gonna write up a quick, kind of just inspired by City Boy, and you're gonna try one too.
I've got one. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Okay,
yes.
so it's really
Okay.
human versus computers.
Let's see who wins.
I'm worried about AI taking my job. I guess we're gonna find out. Should you go first? I think you should go first.
Great. Okay. Yes, I would prefer not to follow you.
Katie, put hands together, Katie. Country girl.
Got your.
Find it.
Got your high heels. There's too many syllables. Let me figure out how to. Got your high heels clicking. I gotta go slower. Here we go. High heels clicking down that city street. But honey, out here it's just boots on our feet. You're sipping lattes at some 5-star cafe, but we're catching sunrises at the break of day. Imagine your life not boxed in by walls, where the horizon's wide and adventure calls. It's a simple choice, don't overthink. Come down to the creek and I'll watch you sink. That last part was me.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah. I had to.
ChatGPT. Yeah, they've got a long way to go before they want to threaten.
I had to add in some drowning. It
That
wouldn't.
wasn't bad.
All right, thanks for getting them warm, AI.
Oh, okay.
Let me find it. City boy, oh city boy, doing your fancy job. You won't be able to keep up on my horse as another bank we rob. I'm gonna get you to church praying to repent.
What else?
Let you loose in the woods, hunt you down by your cologne scent.
That's fun.
Hey, you little city boy with all your fancy clothes. Time to get you tied up out on these old dirt roads. Hands behind his back. Bet you never loaded a gun or built a big back porch deck. Your makeup is gonna run down your cheeks with that Gucci belt around your neck. Hey, city boy, today you're gonna die.
Gosh.
Woo!
Good. I like the theme of that one. That was similar.
Thank
That
you.
Reminded me of a song called
Yeah, you're gonna
Creep.
last long out in these backwoods, city boy. Fancy, smelling good.
Did you just call him a city boy? What did you
City boy.
Okay.
I thought you said something else too.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Did it happen? What did I say?
You,
Did it happen?
Yeah, you called him
T.I.
you called him city with a T.
City
Titty-o.
city toy?
I was like, what slur did I say? Well, yeah. Well, if the boot fits, chubby boy, ain't even worked a day in his life.
Oh wow.
Okay. Well, that's always fun. Do you want to add a verse, Katie? You think we got it covered?
I think he's got it covered with kind of like the death threats to the city
Cool.
boys. But
Cool.
Oh, there was some in there.
I love the idea of that woman posting that, and she doesn't have a clue. It sounds threatening.
It seems. I looked at her Instagram. But she's doing all right. Got 200 and some thousand followers. Got her own.
Come on. I mean, it
Spotify and
sounded
everything.
pretty good, but
Yeah, country singer based out of
so
Nashville.
violent.
Shout out Allie. It's kind of fun.
Recties, this is an ad for myself because
Whoa!
I feel like we don't promote enough, and I'm always, people say you should believe in yourself, promote. So I'm doing it, guys. I want to see you on the road. The Grow Up Tour is coming to an end. We have 14 cities left. I counted them. TreyKennedy.com/tour. In June, we're going to Fargo, North Dakota, and Sioux Falls, South Dakota. First time in those states. Can't wait.
Fun.
Tulsa, Oklahoma, June 29th. The casino is going to be so much fun. That's the night Conor McGregor is coming back to the Octagon.
Wow.
UFC, look in the background. We like UFC. Then in July, I'll be in Portland, Maine, Rutland, Vermont, and Albany, New York. I'll be later in the month of July in Lexington, Kentucky, Goshen, Indiana at the Elkhart County 4-H Fair.
Yeehaw.
That's right, I'm a
Oh.
country boy. And Hammond, Indiana, outside of Chicago.
Take me
then
to the
wrapping up
creek.
in August, Boise, Idaho, Thousand Oaks, California, Valley Center, California, Reno, Nevada, and the very last show of the Grow Up Tour, Durham, North Carolina.
Fun.
Want to see you there.
Can I just add for people potentially buying tickets? Don't get scammed. Go to the
Trey
actual
Kennedy.com
website.
/tour.
They won't be $250 anywhere.
Dude,
okay?
a good buddy of mine sent me what's this photo from 2014? And he sent me a screenshot of ticketsonsale.org or something. I was like, you're the idiot. You're coming to make fun of me? Haha, you're the idiot.
Yeah, you're about to get scammed.
TreyKennedy.com/tour. Go there. What do you got going on, Jake?
I want to promote, you guys probably heard me talk about it, but I have my own pickleball paddle company. So check them out if you want. FridayPickle.com. If any of you out there play pickleball, you're trying to get into pickleball, they're great for beginners, intermediate players.
I bet they're really expensive.
That's the thing, idiot. They're not. Really high quality paddles. We sell them 2 for $99. It's truly like the best deal in pickleball. So ask someone who really knows pickleball. They'll tell you, or figure out for yourself. Use code Friday with 2 Ys. A little special treat for the podcast listeners. Friday with 2 Ys. Go get yourself some pickleball paddles. How was your time down south?
Man, it was great. We spent a little time on Lake Travis. You ever heard of this? Very
What
popular.
songs does he sing?
He
Or is it an actual lake?
It's an actual
It sounds like
lake.
a country artist.
Lake Travis.
Hot 95.7 Country Jam.
That would be a female singer, I think. Lake Travis.
Oh, you think it'd be a
believe
girl?
it, yeah.
A girl named Lake.
Yeah, that happens, right? Lake Bell,
Who's that?
an actress.
Is it?
Yep, I'm not kidding.
Yeah, Lake Lively.
Lake
Right?
Lively.
Lake Lively's one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lake Griffin, he played for the Clippers for a long time. Good athlete.
Wow. Okay. Really popular name.
I think Lake Travis would be in the Montana Boys. That's what I'm
Lake
imagining.
Triplet.
There you go. Yep.
It was beautiful. Allergies were kicking. Allergies. You got an allergy conspiracy for us, Derek, don't you?
Oh.
Oh yeah, city planners that were sexist are the reason that
Oh.
we all have allergies.
They were trying to.
Well, I'm allergic
target
to sexism.
women, or-
Because the plants that produce the pollen are male, and they didn't want.
It's always the
they
male's
only
fault.
planted male trees so that more just weren't popping up organically.
Wow.
So why? Yeah. Why would they not pick the female if that doesn't produce?
Sex-
That's a great question, isn't it?
This is what
And
Barbie.
I'm sick of it.
Barbie touched on this a bit, did it not? About the male and female plants being planted.
Yeah.
I am honestly
Also,
not sure.
one hand up. Didn't know trees were gendered. I will say it right now. 32 years old. Didn't know that. Didn't know we had male trees, female
Really?
trees.
I mean, that ignorance is not an excuse. It's not.
Silence is violence. What do they say? Silence is. I'll shut up.
Well, that's good. And it's happened. So it's the allergies are where? They're worse where? Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas.
Conceal and carry.
You see all those people up in Portland, they're attracted to the trees. Because they're ladies. Wake up.
This is starting to make sense
yes,
now.
we're out here in Texas and Austin. You're just going down the river, sneezing because you got dudes cowering over you,
This is crazy.
giving you shade. Man spreading across the lake.
Man spraying their allergies. Derek, I
It's
just
disgusting.
Googled this just to make sure you're not just making stuff up.
There's a
And
TikTok I saw yesterday.
no, you're right. It's kind of all over the internet. Botanical sexism is what it's called. To describe the practice of city planners and landscapers planting more male trees than female trees in urban
You
areas.
guys gotta join my Facebook groups.
Yeah, we do. Like, you ever seen those memes of a tree that has like kind of like a dump trunk, for lack of a better term? You know, like that tree's got kind of caked up. That tree. I mean, it's no coincidence.
Yeah, that makes
That
way
tree's
more
not
sense
going to make
now.
you sneeze.
I had
You
seen that.
think?
Yes.
Okay.
What is the motive by the city planners? Did I miss that? Like what?
Well, do the
They don't want bees to just.
pollinate?
No, the bees aren't the thing because that's flowers. I don't know. I'm an idiot.
I think he means like B word.
Yeah.
They don't like them bees, bro.
Bee trees.
None of us are botanists here, so
That's what the like Lizzo at Met Gala. I think she was taking a stand.
Oh yeah, she went as a female tree.
She went as a female oak. I know it's funny. We said that as a joke. She really went as a tree.
Oh, after the fact?
Yeah, we're not making fun of her.
mean, it was a garden party.
It was. And she was a female tree, and I think it stopped botanical sexism. Say it right now. Put it up on the wall. We are anti botanical sexism.
I won't stand for it. I won't sit down for it, and I won't sneeze near it.
we're gonna uproot all the male trees in our yard. Only females here.
Yeah, they'll
agree.
take them down like the statues and stuff. Like, oh, was this a
Yep.
Confederate tree? No, it was just male.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
That's what it'll be like. Some have pointed out that the majority of tree species, around 75% globally, are co-sexual,
Oh, what I'm going to be honest, I'm not familiar with that
meaning
word.
they produce flowers with both male and female parts. That makes you feel better about not knowing the tree stuff. As a result, a human sexual binary does not apply to most trees. Only 5% globally being who cares? I'm
Too
done.
many big words.
We had a good run.
So, studies show they often opt for male trees for two reasons. Male trees don't produce fruit or vegetables. Female trees do.
Oh,
They
why would you not
Yeah.
want that?
they plant more males to limit the free produce or offer, therefore making people more reliant on the industry and stimulating the economy. Wake up, America.
This is a city planner. This is not
Male
dole.
number two, male trees don't produce seeds, so they don't drop or shed debris like the females do, therefore making them tidier.
That makes more sense.
So one of the reasons is that we don't want to provide like free produce that they would have to do nothing.
Yes, supply and demand.
I do love how often like people throw out the whole like it's like the city planner, the tree guys in cahoots with like
Big
the
fruit.
banana companies.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Big fruit. Like, hey man, you ain't planting any females over there in Wichita. Are you? 'Cause
Nope.
They love our fruit. Like, no sir.
Then again, I don't know what a city planner makes. I'm going to say not much. I bet they'd be bribed pretty easily.
Bribe them up. Yeah.
Bribe them with fruit probably, and that works. I don't know how much they make. Sorry to our city planner listeners.
I don't know. Are city planners architects? Like, do they have?
That's true.
I think they might actually be well educated.
I'd like to apologize.
Let's look it up.
Like to apologize.
If they are architects, I'd like to apologize. I also, part of me still thinks this may not be a full-time job.
Yeah, put that over there.
Yeah, it's a sidewalk. Put it next to the street. Why are you asking me for?
What do you mean?
The average
One way- so
salary.
he's like, they're like, well, the downtown just, I don't know. We have buildings, we have male trees. Is there a way we can like jazz this up? He's like, let's make some streets randomly go one way only. It just confused people.
Confuse anyone from out of town.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. I know you guys did too. I remember the first time I encountered one-way streets because I grew up in a place where I'd never even heard of such a thing. And you start turning and you're like, what? What's happening? You're getting honked at?
That's embarrassing.
They don't teach us small town people the one-way thing.
Yeah, I got
It's
to college and
shocking.
on the square and very sweaty driving.
Yeah.
There's no like square in like in Edmond, like a downtown square area or anything like that.
There's all sorts of street squares, but no one-ways.
Wow.
We got all
Interesting.
sorts of squares.
Does a square have to have a one-way?
No, but a lot of times around the town square is one way, like Jake said.
Why do you keep talking like you sell matches in the square?
Matches?
Yeah, like a little girl. In the town square.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who in the world has ever been like, yo, man, what do you want to do this weekend? You want to go to the Arts District or you want to head down to the town square? Has anyone ever said that?
I think the matches part is what I'm confused about. What is this match industry?
The last time a woman called a downtown a town square was a little girl in the 1700s selling matches
Selling
for
matches?
a penny.
We're talking about like here, light a candle.
Did she like make them in the woods by herself?
Yeah, has this ever been a
I don't know. In 1700s, I wouldn't have talked to the woman.
You went to the Noonan Town Square when we had breakfast down there?
Yeah, you're the world's worst host. We went
At
to
Redneck
Schlotzsky's.
Gourmet?
Oh, we
No.
went to, what's it called?
Redneck Gourmet.
That's what it's called? Uh-huh. That was awesome. If there's one thing I'll never ever turn down, is a small little Podunk Town's diner where you get greasy breakfast.
My first job was Hillbilly Junction.
Yeah! Yum! Where did we go? We went somewhere really random when we were meeting Josh. Is that, oh my God, that's his name.
I don't know.
The golf. What's
Josh
his page?
Mayer? Josh Kelly?
Josh Mayer Golf.
Josh
That's his
Mayer.
page.
Okay.
Remember, we met him out kind of in the middle of nowhere,
Oh,
Missouri,
yes, we did. Yeah.
to play golf. And I was like, there's this place nearby. And it was a small little diner, local. What was it called? It was fantastic.
I don't know the name of that place, but it was great.
In Platte City.
Yeah.
I mean, this is 20 minutes from where we're at right now, middle of the city. And the accents they had there, it was shocking. It was crazy how close to the city we were. And they're like, now what can I do for you today?
Roxanne's.
Roxanne.
Roxanne's. Good job, Derek.
Good job. I mean, what a perfect name.
Yeah.
Shout out. And a fan recognized me there. And they didn't ask what in the world I was doing there, which I was really impressed by and shocked by.
I remember that day because you were freaking out. You were trying to buy matches. And you're like, where are they? And I was like, dude, you got to stop with the matches.
The one
thing.
way. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, good times. Love a good diner. Love a good grease.
I on our travels too, I got recognized quite a bit, and I think there's a bingo. This would be a fun game to play with me if you're ever out and about with me over a few days, like a bingo card of what people say. Hey, are you Trey? Are you a TikToker?
Great.
Do you make TikToks? Have you ever heard of Trey Kennedy?
I'm going to toss in one for you. You look familiar.
You look
Yeah,
familiar.
got that one.
Yeah.
How
I
about
gotta say something. What?
someone called you Kenny?
Someone said, dude, it is crazy. And I always have to remind myself, like, and 9 times out of 10, they go, you the guy that makes TikToks? It doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I do. I mean, yeah, thank you. It's cool you watch them. But every now and then one surprises you and hits the ego. I'm like, come on. We were just out like a brewery with the whole family and some girls yelling, oh my God, you're Kenny, right? Kenny? I was like, what? And it hit me deep. I'm like, what? I'm like, my name's Trey Kennedy. And she's like, oh yeah. And this, you could tell she felt bad. She's like, you're so funny.
Yeah.
She was really like, he's so funny. I was like, it's okay.
So funny.
You don't have to mind out, but yeah, Kenny was a good first.
I just feel
Kenny.
like if you can't like remember the name, it's probably better to just be like, oh, are you the comedian online? Or,
Oh, yeah. I've seen some of your stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff. Yeah.
It's just, I got the whole array and it's fun how it keeps you humble sometimes.
I was
Terry.
doing an event this past Friday, doing like a pickleball thing, and a guy came up and I think he was a customer of the paddles and didn't know about the content side of things. So he has no idea who I am, but he's just like, dude, you look familiar. Where are you from? And I was like, oh, well, I'm from like the Springfield area, but I make a lot of videos. I'm trying to like just move along the conversation. I make a lot of videos, and he was like, what else? was like, well,
He's just like, that's not it. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
that's definitely would be it.
I was like, I do stand up and like a lot of videos and podcasts. And then he was not satisfied. He goes,
He's like, are you on a local list of offenders? by chance?"
how long you had that mustache?
Yeah.
No, literally verbatim. He goes, did you used to go to a lot of concerts? I was like,
What?
no, would that make it easier on you?
Yeah. You a concert guy?
He was like, well,
I go to concerts.
I texted my buddy a picture of you because we used to go to a ton of concerts and we were trying to figure out if you were a guy we knew from one of the concerts back in the day. I was like, I really think it's the video content creation thing I said earlier.
Also, did you know he took a picture of you?
No. As a guy though, I don't know, whatever. Take as many pictures as many as you
Yeah.
want.
That's a great one too. Where you're like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, no.
not that. I would know if it was that.
Oh, okay.
No, it's something else.
I would know.
Where'd you go to elementary school? Yeah. Nice guy though.
Nice guy. Well, you know when you get cornered at a family reunion?
What happened to you? Corner?
You know when you get corned?
You get
You
cornered?
ever been corned? Yeah. Right in the cob. I got cornered by that aunt at a family gathering once.
What
I
happened?
feel like you have to bend the truth or something. You know the one who always asks, when you gonna get the grandkids? When you getting married? That's classic. Only for her to not really listen and then just judge you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, your doctor shouldn't do that, should they?
No.
They
You shouldn't
shouldn't.
go into your doctor and be like, it's not working. And then they're like, snore, snore. So ZocDoc can help you find a great doctor. They find a book doctors who will make you feel comfortable and actually listen to you. And we're not talking about a few. We're talking about tens of thousands of doctors, all with verified patient reviews to make sure that the vibes are vibing before you ever meet in real life. With ZocDoc, you've got more options than you know.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you could search and compare highly rated doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. Once you find the doctor you want, you can book them immediately. No more waiting awkwardly with the receptionist, waiting room, anything. Every doctor has verified reviews from actual real patients.
Yep. So Katie, you got an offer for them?
Go to ZocDoc.com/correct and download the ZocDoc app for free.
Whoa.
Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
Very good.
That's
make sure you don't laugh while you read it.
ZocDoc.com/correct. ZocDoc.com/correct. That's a tongue twister.
Dude, I got in the car recently. We had my buddy said, hey man, I'm driving. Designated driver. He popped open a can and started chugging it. I was like, what's going on? It was liquid death. It
So
was
it was-
water.
And you survived because there was no alcohol.
They
That's
did have
right.
to
Death
stop
brought
in
me
the
life.
bathroom and
Death
pee,
brought me life.
but-
And what is liquid death? Oh, that's funny you asked. It's one of my favorite beverages. It's a healthy beverage brand. They have water, sparkling water, iced teas. And why would liquid death? Because it will brutally murder your thirst, and their infinitely recyclable cans are helping to bring death to single-use plastic bottles. We love them. I love coming in the studio, grabbing one. And Katie, what's your favorite flavor?
Ooh, this weekend I tried the mango sparkling water.
Look out.
It was very good.
Woo! So, Jake, tell them where to get it. Liquid death.
Well, you got a few options, guys. You can get free shipping of Liquid Death's mountain water, flavored sparkling water, and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Trey to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's liquiddeath.com/Trey, liquiddeath.com/Trey.
Let's get to, we got some fun clips, huh?
Yes.
Sent through.
Yep. I think Erecti sent me this first one. So thank you.
Thank you, Recties.
Whoever it was just like, big fan. I trust you'll know what to do with this.
Under the Sea. Oh, yeah. Oh, everyone's seen this, baby. Under the Sea baby shower. Is that the one you're playing? Oh, that's Beyonce. If Beyonce only knew. Okay, so is this a baby shower or is it I thought I dove deeper in this. I think it's prom. She's got she's pregnant though. She's got a fish bowl on her pregnant belly with the live fish in it.
It's very confusing because
Attached to her dress.
she tagged 6 accounts, also turned off comments. I wonder why. But she tagged 6 accounts. One of them is a prom 2024 account, and then the other one is a pregnancy and maternity account. So it might be both.
Right. She just kind of like, yeah, I'm going to prom. And yeah, I got a baby in here. And
Yeah, I have a goldfish with me as well.
I love the idea of, speaking of, you get nervous with like, I'll never ask. They need to see it. How far along are you? I don't know. You walk up to her and you're like, I'm still going to make her say it. She's got a goldfish on her belly. You're like, so Any big news coming up?
What's going on with you?
What do you have going on this year?
Anything new?
That's a good one.
Yeah, what's going on this year? What's going on in the next...
How were finals this semester?
the average Germanic period of a human. Geriatric.
What?
What's the word?
I know what you're talking about. You got this.
You know it?
You got this.
You know it too?
I'm not sure I know.
Germanic. Geriatric.
It starts with a G, but it's
Gentrification.
Of a human?
What is that word?
it's not germ. It's
gestation.
There it is.
There you go.
They're Germanic.
Gentrifiers.
Yeah. For those not watching on YouTube, this woman is in like a mermaid themed prom dress, but has a fishbowl coming out of her
There's
stomach.
A couple fish in there. So she having twins?
Or maybe it's a symbolic, maybe it's a mom and a baby fish. But
Dang, that's crazy, man.
yeah, that was one of the wilder things I've seen. Props to her. That's a pretty impressive dress. I don't know how you dance with it. Or
How would you dance? How would you...
How would you sit? with
She
it?
couldn't... every prom ever has had the weird kids doing the grinding. And
Yep.
she can't... And the front grinding. How would she...
You
I mean, you talk about riding the
definitely-
wave. Dude,
You talk about getting pitted. Man.
Celicia was at prom and I surfed. We surfed, man.
You did a little surf and turf just with her.
Honestly, the like structure of the dress, I mean, that's like impressive what she has like.
That easily could pass as a Met Gala outfit.
Yeah. It's just,
She
it's
would
honestly pretty
crush at
impressive.
the Met Gala.
It's pretty cool. So props to
I'm
her.
for it. I'm for it.
You
Prom
support it?
needs to be livened up. So I'm for it. Real quick, this just pops in my head thinking of kids like that. I've seen more and more of this content. I made a video about this a while back, went very viral with like how millennials, you get older, you start getting people yelling at us that no-show socks are very lame and millennial.
Yeah.
All the Gen Z's got the crew neck.
Yeah.
The crew neck.
Crew neck,
You know
gentrifying.
exactly what they are.
Goes all the way to the neck.
Crew socks.
Yeah, I have on no shows.
But you
right
have
now.
no-shows. I wore crew socks today.
Well, I need to do
Oh
laundry.
no!
So-
Do you think people thought you were my mom?
Yeah, I'm sure that's
do you
what they
think
thought.
so?
Yeah. And they also probably thought, look at this pregnant girl.
With
She really should have been wearing crew socks.
Ah. Can't
is that
afford it.
y'all's head?
it's
I mean,
not
do
the
you wear no
pregnancy
shows?
that-
Not anymore, and I don't want to get bullied. I give in
Wow.
to
You
the-
bought crew socks.
Yeah, and I don't wear.
Where are you at?
I still rock the no-shows.
Because crew socks were big when we were
Yeah, when y'all were
in like
kids.
high school,
Kids,
college.
I feel like.
Yeah.
And then there was a no-show phase that I bought into, and now is it just millennial way, or do we need to keep trying to be young and cool?
I don't know. It's kind of like I'm pregnant and holding a baby. I look kind of old anyways. So
Wow, might as well.
I
those
wore
socks
crew
low.
socks on the flight there. You remember?
You did look way cooler and
I
hipper
looked
and
cooler
younger.
then?
You looked younger, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe I should do probably anything I can to make myself look younger at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't care about being somewhat behind on certain trends. And I think socks is an area I'm okay with being not completely, in tune with the times for. I'm okay with being a few years behind in socks.
You start, let's start. If you're head to toe, you kind of start up here.
You
and work.
truly are head to toe. Yeah, let's make sure the head's good. Let's make sure the shirt's good. And then the socks, who cares?
Right.
Shoes,
Chat. This is funny. ChatGPT can do sarcasm now.
Yeah, so this
what you
when
found?
we're recording this just dropped like 2 hours ago. OpenAI just came out with like a whole voice recognition thing for
no.
AI. So I
Are
sent
you-
one of them over.
Yeah, Derek will get it loaded up. Are you at a? I'll have a couple people, be like, "Hey, AI, man, what do you think? You worried? Do you think AI is ever going to take our jobs? Be funnier than us?"
I don't. It'll be a long time before it replaces most of what you and I do. But I think it's going to take a lot of people's jobs.
Yeah. Do you think it could be funny though, at all?
Probably.
That's scary, man.
I
Can
mean,
you imagine if just like AI movie just drops, they just whipped it up in no time flat, and you're like, this is really funny.
Yeah,
That
because
would be scary.
and I don't know if it could do it on its own, but if you said like, hey, if you fed like a GPT, like, hey, here's Step Brothers, here's Talladega Nights, here are my favorite movies. Based off of this, make a comedy movie. I bet it could do that, which is crazy.
I bet it could. I thought it'd be really funny and hilarious just with how strange some of the jokes and moments would be. You ever seen like AI stand up There's
think
like
I
a
saw,
funny clip.
yeah, like because someone AI generated even
Oh
like the
yeah, this is
stage and
good.
everything, right?
I'm gonna send this. All right, Derek, play the one we were just talking about. You got that ready?
Yep.
Sarcasm.
Yep.
Hey, Chad, are you there?
Hey, yep, I'm here. What's up?
So that's AI
Hey,
talking.
Yes.
let's have some fun.
Crazy.
I'd like you to be super sarcastic. Everything you say from now on is just gonna be dripping in sarcasm. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds just amazing. Being sarcastic all the time isn't exhausting or anything. I'm so excited for this. Nope, the sarcasm. Let's get this party started, or whatever.
It's not
What?
bad. It's pretty
Not bad.
conversational.
She is. Is there more? Was that it?
That was it. They dropped
They
like
talk-
15 different videos of like things they could do. It can harmonize.
I feel like they just make him talk like every like lead role in like an indie coming of age movie.
This is
Whatever,
computers.
dude. Every girl you usually go for is what? Homecoming queen.
Cheerleader.
I'd rather spend the weekend working on the hood of my '67 Corvette. That's what it sounded like.
Selling matches.
Play the video I just said. What were you gonna say?
Nothing.
Play the video. This is an AI comedy special written by bots. This came out a couple years ago.
Welcome to the stage, a comedian.
Oh yes, I've seen.
I
This
just had birthday, turned an older age. I am now so old my birth certificate is death certificate. How are dentists real? You touch enough tooth and get a job working in my mouth. I hate the economy.
This guy's killing.
They're clapping.
Politics are happening again. There are too many flags. If flag wave at me, I have to wave back or I am canceled by culture. Free speech, not no more. Costs $17. Just jesting. I'm kidding you all. To prove I am kidding, here are some kids.
What?
Kids sitting on the audience.
Stage is funnier than you. You should be a stage, not a joke DJ. Stop being you.
Oh, are you comedian? Or are you airplane food? Because you are bad. I am roasting you good. An airplane will eat you now.
Okay, yeah.
I am roasting you good.
It sounds like if you asked like a 7-year-old boy to write a joke.
I mean, sadly, I feel like we've seen some comics on the road that this kind of battles with it.
I was gonna say, at least AI like had me on my toes. I was not expecting it to say $17 all of a sudden.
$17. Politics are happening. I'm so old. Birth certificate is death certificate. Bars.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. It would be funny to go to one of those shows because you would end up laughing at how bad the jokes are.
Yeah.
And then you're not like personally harming anyone.
To prove that I am kidding, here are some kids. Like the word kid
Yeah.
theme. Kind of.
It's almost, I mean, I'm sure a real comedian has adopted that style at some point. Like just kind of saying such outlandish things that don't even go together.
Absurdism.
Yeah, just going over and over again. I mean,
There's a famous one on Kill Tony that's his whole shtick.
The absurdist. Yeah, I don't. That's. Watch out. I don't know. I do feel like we're good for a little while, but that's gonna get real scary if like there's like AI podcasts. They're funny, but I think it's just humans. It's gonna have to be so much better than real humans because we still like to connect with real people.
they're not
like
having,
whenever
like,
I see
human
an
experiences.
whenever I see an AI, it's like AI generated. Look how sick this cabin is in the mountains.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, dude, I want to have that. And
Yeah.
it's AI generated, and you go, oh,
Well, that's no fun.
yeah. It's not even. It
Yeah.
ruins it a little bit. Oh, dude, how's that old lady that attractive?
That's the stuff that's getting fed on
No,
your
I'm
page.
joking. I'm joking.
I do think AI. I think it will
Talking
definitely
about
learn
you
to
with
be. Yeah, with the socks.
That was the whole setup. That's like, oh, she's pulling off those no shows, the black no show socks with the white shoes.
They're gray. Thank
They're
you.
a dark gray.
They're gray.
I think AI could learn to be funny, but I don't know if it could ever be like one of the funniest comedians alive. Like you're just never going to be able to like pull from like unique human experiences, like you said. Like,
sure.
I think like Nate Bargatze's recent special I went and saw live, he had a bit about like, he had an old crappy car that couldn't roll the window down. So he has to open the car door to get something in the drive-through window. Like that is hard for me to wrap my head around.
Try that AI.
Knowing that would be a uniquely like funny experience, you know, like, but who knows?
Scary. Okay, let's get to some segments, shall we? Do you have anything else? Segments?
Go for it.
Sheltered kids segments we're gonna get to because
Sheltered kid, sheltered kid, sheltered kid moment.
You listened to a lot of Thomas's toys before.
Well,
you
it's
made
nice
that,
that it's kind of like
didn't you?
VeggieTales.
it's VeggieTales.
Yeah, it's like
okay.
which I never watched. Oh, of course I saw some of it, but I didn't like watch it. You watched it all?
I don't know how much I owned, but yeah, it would come across my face. My
you watch it?
eyes.
Not a ton, yeah.
Heathen.
Yeah, it shows.
We got a bajillion emails after our Shelter Kid series of other sheltered stories. I got some great ones I just want to read because they really made me laugh. Helen wrote in. Shout out Helen. Hey, Trey, Jake, Katie, and family man Derek. I've been listening since the first episode came out. I was a freshman in college then, and now I'm married with a 13-month-old, born 2 days after your son.
Wow.
And pregnant with my second.
Wow.
I have a great sheltered kid story that still haunts me. In 4th grade at a private Christian school, I attended it K through 12. We were studying the Civil War, wars.
Here we go.
Fun, and had to pick books to read and do a report on. Now, I was a teacher's pet and always was an advanced student. Okay, Helen.
Chill.
I picked a book from the shelf that my teacher warned was a hard book to read, and I would need to be mature. Me, being the naive kid, sheltered I was, I thought she just meant because it was about slavery and violence. Obviously, I would be able to read it. Report day comes, and we were told to read an excerpt from our book. For more background, I grew up in Northwest Montana. Out of the entire life,
no wonder she was curious about slavery. That's as far away as you can get from it.
2 black people. The page I decided to read had about 20 to 25 N-words. The book was written about, from the perspective of ex-slaves about their experience. I read the entire page confidently. When I finished, the teacher called me to the hallway and told me I should never, ever say that word ever again. No wonder all the cool kids were giggling the whole time. As a sheltered kid who never said a swear word until college, I was mortified. I have so many more stories. That's probably the best one. Shout out Montana. Hopefully get up there on the road sometime.
That is a great story, but I'm kind of mad at the teacher. I feel like
you think after maybe the 7th one, you'd be like, all right,
that's good. Give her a round of applause.
Give her a round of applause. We got it.
Gosh, the teacher let her go, rattle off 25 of them, and then was like, I said you need to be mature. Like, obviously she doesn't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
That's a great story, though.
Yeah, shout out Montana. What was this, 25 years ago? Shout out Montana. It's good to hear. Yeah, they even then and there, they were like, okay, you can't.
That is good for them. That's nice.
That is crazy. Do they even let us? It's crazy you read those books now and you'd just be like,
I was going to say, do those books, could you even find them in a kid's library these days?
I think that was a whole movement too. People saying, well, we shouldn't edit out history. It is what it is. It happened.
Right.
We shouldn't wash it away. But that's
to read Huck
for
Finn?
I don't know if I did.
It's got them in there.
Yeah. It was that was even tough to read it. I remember being like a high schooler. I was like, I don't know. Part of me wishes they would edit it out
because you read it. And you're made to read it, and then I'm nervous in my head,
it's in there now.
It's in there now.
I wasn't in there before.
And I say words all the time. I didn't mean to say, dude. That's why I do listen to the clean version, sheltered and
good.
Russell wrote in. Thought you get a chuckle. In college, I was so sheltered. I started getting. This is not because you were sheltered, but I started getting vertigo. Nobody really understood it. So for about a month, every time I described it to someone at my small little Baptist college, I would say, it makes me dizzy when I turn my head because there's a blockage in my fallopian tubes.
What?
Russ.
Someone finally filled me in that they're called your eustachian tubes. That's a good shelter kid moment.
Good try. Really good try. That's what a specific moment.
What's up, Correct Opinions? Harrison wrote in, a.k.a. Helmet Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's the wrecked. He wrote in with the helmet. He's like, I had a shelter moment. When I was a young boy back in elementary school, I had a friend who was notorious for lying about things. So one day at recess, he tells me that the most offensive thing you can do is put only your middle finger up. Obviously, I didn't believe him. I believed it was the opposite because he was such a trickster and I was so sheltered.
The opposite.
I thought that meant you were cool. So for the rest of the day, I was flipping off people randomly. Then at dinner, I decided to whip out my cool new trick and flip off all of my family members. My sister luckily saw it before my parents ever did, and she whispers and tells me I shouldn't do that because if you accidentally pointed up, you'd flip off God.
What a great reason not to.
But if you point it down, you'd flip off Satan.
So that's
not
okay.
sure what all that means, but luckily my parents never knew, and I never did it again in case I accidentally pointed tilted it too high up.
Yeah. I do like the image of him just grittying into church, just flipping off the
just
devil.
down,
just down like this. Yeah, just take that. Take that.
Do it real low. Like, dude, why are you flipping me off so low?
Stuff like that
Don't
was
wanna
so
risk it.
important back in the day. Like what direction your hand is facing, or just like God's up here, Satan's down here. I remember stuff like that.
I mean,
It's so
but at
funny.
the same time, some of that is like, it's kind of just like explanations that help. Like otherwise, you're just kind of like, don't do that. It's bad. Which like is fine. Is obviously a fine explanation too.
You gotta
like,
jazz it up a little bit.
I feel like sometimes when you're just like, yeah, parents were just kind of like, I need them to really.
Yeah, don't do that.
Really manipulate
Or me and
them.
mom are gonna die. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Whoa,
now it's high
yeah.
stakes. All right, I
Wow,
won't.
That's pretty intense.
No, that would work though. I
That
bet.
would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will not use that tactic.
We got some fan videos. Again, emails correct@traykeenan.com. Hit us up. Oh. So real quick.
A little tired. Sorry.
Just
I should
if I could
stop.
slip in a segment. Does this, I mentioned the other week, she breathes like an obese person now.
People really
which
like
is
that.
not her fault. But this was not even a pregnant thing. She yawns. Yawn like you yawn. Do a nice normal yawn. Okay. Derek, would you yawn?
I just had a real one because of all the yawn talk, but
Okay. Katie, do the way you yawn. Do it real.
I
Do it
don't-
real.
I can't replicate
Do
it.
it real. Okay, let's.
Yeah, we'll yawn until
Well,
you do.
everyone do it.
Oh, getting sleepy, Katie. What about you?
Just go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
She goes.
How's that happen?
I don't know. It's like breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah,
or
you got to
something.
kickstart it.
It's off-putting. You're laying in bed. Okay, good night.
It's like you busted open an old treasure chest. Like, my mouth hasn't been open all day.
I swear, man. I swear. There's been a couple nights where I have to like pull my arm out of her mouth.
Yeah.
I'm sleepy in church. Did you see the Northern Lights?
No. I totally missed this. Were they?
Yeah, we missed it.
Everyone saw them in the world or like in the U.S.
I don't know who saw them exactly.
Are they cool?
My mom got some great pictures of them down in Stratford.
It's kind of a bummer that we were so close
underrated,
about
overrated?
that.
I didn't see them, but the pictures looked awesome. But
people are saying the pictures are way better than what the naked eye can see because long exposure. So
Interesting.
I know what long exposure means. You're saying the camera captures it.
yeah, it lets
better.
in more light than what your eyeball can see.
Oh, so the picture, so interesting. So because most of the time you take a photo you take a photo outside of a plane, like that's pretty, and you look at the photo you just took, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh my
you're like,
god.
yeah, it's the opposite. For once, it's
Yeah.
actually better, which is kind of fun.
Interesting.
Man, I sat on a what was this plane ride? Oh, this is back from, or I think this is the plane to San Francisco, and there was an Asian man in front of me, and he unloaded the clip on his camera roll out the window. I feel like it's always the Asian tourists. I mean, they're
documenting their lives. Well,
it's unbelievable how much data I guess they have because
Yeah.
China has all the data.
Maybe that's
Ours
why.
and their boomer citizens taking bajillion photos. I mean, this man
Sony,
just
Asian based.
he's getting it all. Just not even really, just like clouds and stuff.
It was like he's trying to hit a word count. It's like I gotta clear my iCloud out, use all of it in one flight.
Fired up.
I looked on the Facebook page of my It's the same friend who I normally get the dramatic readings from. She's wrapped up in MLMs, but is also a big conspiracy
Ooh,
theorist.
dramatic reading, huh?
And well, I did find a dramatic reading along the way, but next to that, here is her Facebook status from last week: solar eclipse. ... Pharaoh cicadas. ... First I've heard of those, by the way. Record tornadoes. Spelt wrong. ... Northern lights. ... What's next? Eyeball emoji. So, which is a fun status. So, I mean, I think we all know how those things are related.
Right.
Obviously, Jesus is coming.
That is the
rapture.
top comment. Is Jesus is coming back for our friends. Someone else commented, when you learn the Northern Lights were in fact not the Northern Lights. Someone else said, hurricane season, ... It's fun to see this stuff firsthand because this person is younger than us. I can't believe how wrapped up in all this stuff. Like, these are not boomers all the time. These are people like us who are just live their life.
It's insane. Because there's always been so many things going wrong. People love to be like, look, it's adding up. Here he comes.
Look at this.
And maybe he does. I don't know. But it's definitely, it's also, if you believe that the Bible very clearly says, like, you won't know. It says that like almost word for word. You won't know. All right, don't blind look at this. Don't look at that yet. Don't look at that yet.
Okay, well,
I sent this in here. The Ring neighborhood app keeps delivering. We've had a lot of tornadoes recently.
Okay.
Tornado sirens going off. And everyone look at your phone. At the same time, this popped up within like 30 seconds of the tornado siren going off. Read it.
All right, now.
Anybody know what's up with the siren?
Oh my
noise?
gosh.
Read it.
Is
Katie.
it a
Taranto?
Taranto siren?
Is it a Quentin Tarantino siren? This is like your app?
Yeah, this popped up in our neighborhood. This made me laugh so
really?
hard.
Anybody, two words.
Anybody know what's up with the siren noise? Is it a Taranto siren?
That's amazing.
Taranto,
Wow.
dude. Killed me.
Is it a Taranto siren?
Y'all got them Tarantos over there?
Dude, I could deal with snakes, but I get freaked out by Tarantos. Man.
Do you have a dramatic reading?
Dramatic
Dramatic
That was
reading.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What's that movie? Forgetting Sarah Marshall. You ever seen that? Where he is obsessed with creating a vampire comedy
That was
musical.
Vampire comedy musical. What a reference.
That was that vibe. Reading. Okay, this is posted 1 day ago. Someone told me not to. Oh yeah, I forgot about the dramatic part.
Dramatic reading. Die.
That's great. Die. Someone told me not too long ago, incorrect form of two, that people locally refer to me as MLM girl. Well, they do.
Sorry, switching it up. That was not filling it.
That was great.
All right, this is better. Yeah. Dramatic reading.
Someone told me not too long ago, two spelled wrong, that people locally refer to me as an MLM girl. Newsflash, it's not just local. Luckily, I got thick skin. And I don't care what people think about me. ... Because I do it for them. How about that? Robin Hood.
Ooh.
Turning it on the haters or something, I guess. I know for some, it's... Derek's mixing his own music today. I know for some it's hard to understand time freedom. I think maybe there's supposed to be a comma in there, or is time freedom what?
Time freedom.
Yep.
Understand time freedom.
Yep.
A flexible schedule, uncapped income, huh, and the ability to truly live your life on your terms for some. But for me, I won't accept anything less. Network marketing has gotten a bad stigma, but not all companies are the same. We simply just want to make an income for our families. Love the products we use the products we love, and make money doing it. This goes on for much longer, but she says, I realize that there's nothing else like it. You got to find the right place and the right people. Comment home if you want more info on how I stay home with my baby while making a full-time income.
There it is.
I checked the comments to see the success of this. It had 0 comments.
Oh.
Which is a bummer.
Dramatic reading.
Has she ever let on of what she's actually selling?
Every now and then we get a glimpse of it. We might have talked about it one time, and we didn't understand what it was.
Like a
course.
Yeah, it's like a course or something. Yeah.
Yes, that was one of them. Yeah, that
Okay.
course that told you how to sell courses, I think, or something.
Nice.
Okay.
And then every now and then it's like weird health products. It looks like it's pomade in a bag. I mean, it's hard to tell. It's a bunch of different companies. But yeah, actually I lied. There was one comment, and it's one of those like little hacks you do where you press @ and then followers. That way it literally everyone who's friends with you is. So I did have one comment. No one commented home though.
Oh.
I might right now actually.
Yeah.
Get some info.
Wow.
Well, there we go. How long we been going?
Hour 5, maybe.
Let's play we have one submission from Erecti. Let's play it. We got a voice memo. Hit us up. Correct at Trey.com. We want to hear from you guys. We'll wrap up with this. Love our Erecties. Who we got? What's up?
What's up, guys? Jonathan here from DC. Truly love the podcast. Look forward to it every week. I did something that's kind of like wild. I listened to an episode from the pandemic, like July 2020. And Trey, I say this respectfully, but you were a loner back in the days. So glad to see what Katie and Jake and Family Guy Derek has been bringing to the podcast.
Were you married?
It's amazing.
Then?
It just makes it more well-rounded. But yeah, you were OG, but gosh, I'm grateful for the help. Anyway, I listened to an episode literally today from 2020, July 2020, and you did Crazy White Baby names, and I just think you guys should bring that back. That was amazing. Like the episode that I listened to, there were twins, and they were trying to recommend the names like Street and Skip Mark. God, I almost turned off the podcast because it was bananas, but I really missed that little segment. If you can do it like maybe once every few episodes, that would give us the OG listeners something that we can like, yeah, that's the stuff that we used to get into. But anyway, yeah, I like that. Please bring that back if you're able to, if that works with everyone. And yeah, do less, God bless. Thank you for the pod. Have a good one.
Thank you, brother.
I didn't realize at first
up,
he meant
brother?
like the podcast was just you.
Just in general.
I thought he was like,
I caught a vibe that you just were a loser.
what were you doing, dude? It was July 2020. Come on.
Yes, the podcast. We're always trying to improve it, so it's definitely only gotten better as I added everyone. It used to be me staring at and then it was me and Derek in the little basement staring at each other. I was like, Jake, I need your help. And then we talked about poop too much, so Katie.
Yeah. I've only been able to rein it in so much, though.
No, I appreciate it, though. We should do that every now and then. It kind of... OGs know.
Yep.
Have you guys heard of any recently? I'm just going to test you right off the dome right here. Heard any recently? There's a very viral TikTok creator. I made a bit on TikTok.
Yeah, you did.
Making fun of her, where she was just going. She literally had a poll. She's like, the classic. Here's names we loved and we didn't use, and she would do a bunch of funny, like long, weird names, and then it's like, here's what you call them for short.
Oh, that's extra annoying.
But the one of them she said was baby.
Like thought about naming her kid baby.
Calling
like
her
that's
baby.
That's the like nickname.
Also, it's funny. So this TikToker, I mean, has 1.4. How many views does this video have at this point? She's 16 million views. Went very viral.
Sheesh.
Everyone was like making fun of her. Hopefully she's a good sport. I did too. And I'm such a freaking millennial. I couldn't figure out how to well, the stitch wasn't working. The stitch wasn't working. So I tried. I think if I just copy the link, it'll kind of like stitch it.
Yeah.
But all it did was just tag her. So the top comment on my video that has over 1 million views is just like me mocking her, like, here's names I didn't use, and the top comment was just like tagging her is insane. Like it wasn't even a stitch. I was just like at this person.
You're gonna want to see this.
You're gonna want to see this. Here, I'll just play some of these because this is great.
Would
Baby
be so
Blue.
cute, but I don't think a baby growing up, like, I think baby is cute for a baby, but I don't think it's cute for like an adult, so I feel like that's kind of off the list, but I still really love the name baby.
Thinking tiny little hands.
I just don't
tiny
know
little hands.
What will he be called when he's old?
I feel like it'd be tough when you're shaking hands with him.
Lyrics, like his
Lyrics?
nickname Novi.
November, call her Novi.
Oh, it's
There's a lot of that.
November's not a pretty name. Go June.
He really likes the name Orca. But
Orca?
I told him we're not naming our baby Orca. Like, I love really, really, really unique names, but I also want the name to be like beautiful and like strong and pretty in its own right.
Well, now that's
I
mean to
like
the
name
Orcas.
Ethereal. I think that's so cute. You can call them Eddie. Baby name list.
Ethereal, call him Eddie.
Is she trolling? I mean, ethereal, doesn't that mean like fleeting and like...
Ethereal means like
magical almost?
Maybe it means heavenly too.
It's pretty magical is good. Extremely delicate and light.
Yeah, I was thinking of ephemeral. That was close.
Enema. Call him Emma.
There you go.
You could do suppository, call him Posey.
Why are
or
we back?
Story.
Why are we back to talking about a poop and butt related?
Am I?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. I'll stop. You can call him
Bidet. I don't know what the nickname would be.
Is that still part of the category?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Was she being for real with those names?
Yeah,
It
and
seems
it's like this thing. Girls like it's like our naming style. We have like it's our naming style, and then people back them up. Like I think it's so funny. Every name was made up at some point. It's just a name made up.
Yeah, but baby and blue already have meanings, and they're not names.
It's just nouns. She's just her baby's naming style is person, place, or thing.
Yeah, thinking about doing
Wasn't
spoon.
The girl in Dirty Dancing, like they called her baby.
I wasn't allowed to watch that.
Yeah, that was confusing. I've never seen the movie.
They
But
called
people
her
always talk
baby?
about no one puts baby in a corner. But sure, that's a nickname.
You guys
right?
heard of dead baby jokes?
It sounds like something Katie would be into.
What?
Yeah, you ever heard of those? It was like a funny middle school thing.
Yeah, anti-jokes.
Yes.
We shouldn't tell them. They're very
No,
rude.
we should not.
All right, well, there it is. Thanks for writing in, dude. I think suppository really does have a lot of cute, like shortened names.
That is pretty cute.
Shortens everything. The window of.
Yeah.
So we'll bring that back. Thanks. Give us 5 stars. Thanks for all the love, you guys. New episode next week, as always. And thanks for all the love.
Peace. You really into the pieces today.
Doorknob.
What?
I'm joking. Later.
Correct opinion.